Hello everyone, it's Al0, and this time we'll be reviewing the Build Strike Gundam full package from the Gundam Build Fighters. And this is the master grade that was recently released. Although by this time there are plenty of reviews on the internet, so I will make just a quick review on it. I will not do articulations and all that, since there are plenty of people that have done that already. So let's see what I have done with my kit, with my version. Okay, as you can see, the Gundam itself had not changed at all. The only change that I have done is in the feet. Instead of using the feet that is provided with the kit, I use the feet from the Strike Gundam 1.0. I feel that the feet for the new RM, the remastered version, and for this one are kinda too small, so I changed the feet so that way that it looks, the size of the feet is proportional to its body. Well, I feel that way. And the other change that I have done is with the full package, where I have changed the colors completely. Instead of having this bluish color, I tried to use the freedom color on it, using the navy blue, a light shade of blue, white, and light gray. Or, well, I call it light gray, and there is other ways to call it, but that's what I use it. And that's what I have done to my kit to make it look different. Also, to make it a little bit more different, since I like doing my kits differently, I also built this shield. And since I feel that the other shield don't look that cool, well, after I painted and all that, it looks cool now, but I feel that I need to build something for this kit to make it a little bit different. So I scratch built this little thing, nothing fancy, and applied some decal. That's what I had built it for this kit. Okay, so now first of all, let's take a look on the Gundam. And as you can see, it pretty much has the standard colors, nothing different. For paint, I use Mr. Color paints. Yeah, I always use that brand of paint since I trust Mr. Color, since it dries quickly. It gives you a nice shade of colors, really nice and shade color finishes. And the mixture that I use for the color is as follows. For the white, I use Mr. Color number 1 white with 5% of grade, light grade, so it will not be too shiny white. It will be a little bit off white. Okay. For the blue is a mixture of blue, light blue, and a little bit of white. So the mixture is the next: 5% white, 10% light blue, and the remaining is blue, just regular blue. But be mindful that the primer that you used for the blue, it was not great, it was white primer, so that way it gives you this light shade of blue. So if you want to try it, make sure to, instead of using gray primer, you use white primer. And for the red, it's just a mixture of red and white, 95% red, 5% white, so that gives you this shade of red. And for the yellow, it's just plain yellow, nothing different. Now for the gray color, it's a mixture of gray, silver, and black. That way it will give you kinda of a metallic finish. I don't like the 100% metallic finish, so the mixture is the next: 80% grade, 10% and 15% silver, and 5% or maybe a little bit more of black. It depends on your taste. And then you got this mixture of a metallic kinda look of grade. And I use the same grade for the frame and for the weapons. Now the decals on this kit, well, I use it from the Master Grade Wing Gundam version Endless Waltz, like in the shoulders, or mostly on the shoulders, and all the other decals, like in the legs, they were from the Master Grade Wing Zero version Endless Waltz. This spaceship decal I use it from the Gundam series sheet of decals, and that will be all for the decals. I feel that the strike don't need actually too many decals. Now let's put him aside and let's take a look at the full package. Now the full package, the only thing I changed was the colors, and like I said, I tried to use the Master Grade Freedom colors. Maybe in the video the blue looks kinda dark, but it's actually blue, what we call it, midnight blue, Mr. Color midnight blue. So if you want to use that, you can use that. So the colors are as follows. Paints I use it, midnight blue, or you can mix your own shade of blue. Actually I mixed this color, and to get it I use blue, which was 60% blue, just regular blue, with 20% of red, and the remainder was black. Now if you feel that it's too dark, you can apply more blue to it, and you can define the shade of blue you want, but I wanted this shade of blue. Okay, probably once you have mixed it, you can apply more black to the mix until you get the shade you want. Okay, for the blue, and the blue is the same blue that I use it on the strike. In the video it kinda looks like a light blue, but it's actually not. It's a nice tone of blue. It's the same one as you can see on the Real Great Freedom Gundam. That's the color that I went for and actually got it. Okay, for the white is the same white that I used it on the Gundam. Now for the light grade, that was very simple. You can directly buy light grade from Mr. Color, or you can mix it. In my case I mix it. I have a little bit of grade. I use 70% grade, 30% white, and I got this kind of blue. Okay, what I'm saying, light grade. For the red is the same red as on the kit. Yellow is plain yellow, and the grade is the same grade that I use on my Master Grade on the Gundam. And for the decals are the same from the Master Grade Wing Gundam version Endless Waltz. Decals like that, and that way it's how I painted my kit. I didn't like it how it was all blue. It was too bluish and didn't feel like it. I didn't like the way it looked. Okay, so that's for it. And for this little thing that I did, well, I used a little bit of plate. As you can see, this is 1, 2 from here to here. This is 2 strips of styrene, and this is another 2 strips of styrene, and this is the rifle barrel. I don't remember from where I get it, since I have a lot of pieces. But if you want to build it, you can just use from your old kits or the 100 scales. Just make sure you can fit it. For example, in this case, you see, let me show you. See? Then you check and put it really nice, tight, and I can pull it out from the kit, from the shield, with no problem, and put it the yellow part if I want to. That's the way I want it. Okay, and the colors for this one, as you can see, are the same for the that I use it for the Gundam. Same goes for the grade. Now I do have the connection from the old Strike Gundam, right? But that will not work with this, with the build Strike, since in the arm he has this protection, you see, and the connector to the arm is kind of too small, so you have to use the one used on this shield, since that's big enough to put it on the arm. So right this moment, let's put it. Okay. See, actually I have here the connector. Okay. Kind of the same size, right? And but when you put it on, it's kind of problematic. So I recommend using this one, but let's see, let's use this one, the same one that's provided with him. Put it on. And you see, on this is what actually is the problem now that I remember. You see the round shape, it's, you know, it's touching this section, it won't allow it to actually close. So that this will not work. That's a shame, really. Then again, okay, that this shield was supposed to be for the 1.0 version, so that's how it looks with the shield that I built it. I like it. Perhaps you don't like it. Looks good. Okay, and that's one of the accessories that he has. Okay, now let's pull this arm. Okay, because now I'm gonna put it on this big weapon. I'll be honest, I don't know the name of this weapon, but for some reason, maybe it's just mine, or maybe you also have this problem, but when I put together the beam rifle, it's actually not straight. It's kind of like crooked, bended like that. I already removed some plastic from exactly here, this section, to make it a little bit straight, but it still is kind of bended. I don't know if it's just mine, or but when I put it like that, it's kind of straight, but without this it bends. Well, since he will be using this one for most of the time, I think that's not a problem. So click it, and okay, this is the another accessory that he have, this big shield, a big weapon. Now for this green indicator, so green lights, I actually used the decals that is provided, the with the stickers, the simple thing I did is just cut it to make sure it's open, so it's not all the way around. Now if you want to do this, remember there is in the decals it says 4, 5, 6. Actually I believe number 4 is bigger and it's supposed to be for the weight on the back. I did a mistake of putting number 4 in the middle and number 6 over here, and it's kind of too short, so make sure to follow the instructions and make sure to put it in the right place. So one of the things you can do is you can put on the arm, you can storage here if you want to, like that, but with a full package that will just be in the weight, so we'll not be doing that. So instead it will be connected there. Now some of you will say, you know, you have the pin sabers backwards. I know that, but that's the way I like to pose my kits with the pin sabers, that way. Okay, as you can see, this is the strike launcher, but this is not the master grade version. This is the 100 version, the non-grade. I did some scratch building and make sure I can use on all my master grades. I do have the master grade soaring launcher packs, but those are in other kit that I don't have at hand right now. They are being shown in the Image Animate store here in New York City. So let's install this one and see. And as you can see, it fits really nice on the strike. And since this one does fit on this kit, it means that the sword pack also can be installed on the kit with no problem at all. Okay, so that's if you have the curiosity of if it does fit, and I believe it does. Okay, I'll be honest, I like this better than the master grade. Master grade's too big, too bulky. It has nice detail, but too big and too bulky. Okay, now so let's put the backpack that belongs to him. Okay, first click it to the back, just tilt it down, and like that. I like the way it came on, the result of my full package. And perhaps if you wonder if you can fit this package onto the other master grades, the remaster version and the 1.0, yeah, you can fit it with no problem at all. So since I have mentioned that, let's try it on. We don't lose anything, right? Okay, 1.0, here we go. Install it. And that's how it look with the 1.0 master grade strike. Looks cool. I like it. I believe in the near future I will gonna give this package to this master grade, since I believe the new package for the build strikes coming in March, so I'll be giving this to the build strike. I'll be giving that backpack, and I will be giving this kit this new backpack, so it will give him a new life. And well, for me it has never been a problem. I had always liked the 1.0. I believe that I like better the head of the 1.0 compared to the new head, which looks kind of different. Okay, now let's see if we can fit it on the RM version. Let's see, we have it here. Now trivia is that this master grade is using the Soren launcher from the 100 non-grades. Let me put back this on. Okay, so that's one thing, and I will making a review later on of this thing with these kits. So if you have the 100 scale launch non-grade launcher and sword, you can do a little bit of scratch building, and you can actually get an extra sword or extra launcher pack. Looks cool on the kits. Okay, now let's try and put this on. Does it fit? Yes, we can do it. Now, if any one of you wondered if you can do something like this with your Gundam, well, I hope this answered your question. Okay, now the only thing is that when you have installed the sword and launcher packs on the shoulders, you cannot do this. But I believe with the master grades, you see over here, I'm not showing you, sorry about that. See over here, I believe the master grade is kind of smaller. The ammo drum, it's kind of smaller, so maybe with the master grade version, actually you can tilt it and put it in the other position in fly mode. But like I said before, these are the 100 non-grade. If it does fit with them, it fits nicely with the master grade versions. Okay, so let's remove this now. This is a problem that these kits, the new RM version, have to glue it. Well, you see, this RM is not actually mine. This is my brother's. I do have the RM, but I already built it, painted, and it's being shown at the Image Anime store, so I don't have it with me. So the painted version of it. Okay, so now let's put this where it belongs, here. Okay, and that's how it looks. The master grade builds Strike Gundam full package. I will say at the beginning I was a little bit disappointed with this kit when I saw it. You know, the backpack and all that. I was saying to myself, "Oh, looks childish, toyish." But after I built it, painted the kit, it does look nice. I do recommend getting it, and even the Gundam itself, you see, it's pretty cool. Without the backpack, it's actually very nice. So if you have the money for it, or you're trying to decide to go for it or not to go for it, I'll say go for it. It's a really nice kit. If you want to level up the kit and paint it, I have provided you with the colors at the beginning of the video, so you can use that, or you can use your own colors. At one moment I was almost deciding on painting this kit in a different shade of colors, but in the end I decided only to apply it to the full package. Okay, so with that, hope you like it. See you next time. Bye bye, guys.